Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion video for today. We're going to be talking about the brand new episode of The Walking Dead, Daryl, Dixon. And in my opinion, the best Walking Dead episode we've had since a Ones Who Live episode. So, wanted to discuss this one. Wanted to talk about how it's the episode of the year. And I wanted to discuss why I enjoyed this episode so much. Because the review is one thing, obviously, but I wanted to go into a little bit more details about it and kind of why I enjoyed this episode so much. So, if you didn't see the review for the episode, we did do a review for it. It's about 20 minutes long, so go ahead and check that out on the channel. Big review, went into a lot of details, lots of stuff about it. And then we also did our predictions video for episode 5, which was a big one as well too. And then on top of that, yesterday we did a video talking about Norman Reedus confirming that there is an active call going on right now about when they're going to bring Rick in and how they're going to do the reunion with Daryl and everything like that. So Norman confirmed that yesterday as well. Very big news. And well, now I want to talk about this episode a little bit more because honestly, after a day of sitting on it, it ages better and better, honestly. And the episode I thought was very, very it just worked. You know what I mean? It just worked. I thought it really did a good job at showing the cruelty of others in the apocalypse. It showed the tragedy of everything that goes down. It showed you the drama of this Solo Dermar or whatever, the community that they're at, and how everything isn't ran perfectly and how there is, inner conflict in between and there is problems and there is, stuff going on. And it just felt very legit, you know what I mean? Rather than sitting there doing love stories, like you did last week, you know what I mean? This episode felt like an actual Walking Dead episode, and it felt like, there was real stuff going on, and that's what I appreciated about this episode more than the other ones, because I just felt like it really went into that, you know what I mean? And it really delivered in all cylinders, really. The dialogue was great, the drama was great, the action was superb, and it was really good, you know what I mean? So, in terms of kind of where I would look at this episode, I would say, and again, this is just on me, I would say this is the best Walking Dead episode of 2025, including Dead City Season 2 and including, this season so far. It just has the most. The only other episode that I've enjoyed to like this type, or at least close to it, was episode 4 of Dead City with Bruegel. That was the Bruegel episode where they went into his, community and you had the pit fights and everything going on. That one was good. I did enjoy that episode. It was a fun episode, you know what I mean? Because, Bruegel and everything, and the Croat, so it was an entertaining episode. So I really liked that episode. As y'all saw, I gave that one a 10 as well. But this one, I felt like was just a little bit better than that. I felt like this one was my favorite from Walking Dead this year, just because it hit on every single level, you know what I mean? Like I said, the drama, the action, the realism, the everything happening, even the comedy that they had thrown in there as well. It was really good. I felt like this was the best Walking Dead episode of the year. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Walking Dead this year has not really been my cup of tea. I think Dead City was solid at first, and then it kind of fell off with Season 2 a little bit. And then Daryl this year I felt like has been just okay, you know what I mean? This was the first episode of Walking Dead this year that, like, genuinely brought me back to why I love The Walking Dead so much. Like, this felt like I was watching Walking Dead at times. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when you see, like, Roberto's, crashed car, and then you see the flashbacks of what happened, you got Daryl that's tracking them and stuff like that, and now he's gonna go after them, and obviously try to find them and bring them back, and then you've got the battle that went down, and the way the cinematography went, you know what I mean, and the way it was all, filmed and everything. It felt like a Walking Dead episode to me, rather than just some offshoot spinoff, when most of these episodes, that's what they feel like, you know what I mean? This episode felt like an actual Walking Dead episode, and I made the comparison to The Wolves, because that's kind of what it felt like, episode 4, you got like the first, 15 so minutes where you think it's like a chill, dialogue-driven episode, and then the action starts, and then the whole thing just goes insane. And then, due to this battle, you get all this inner conflict that goes on afterwards, and then obviously a massive cliffhanger to lead you into the next episode. I think they did a really great job with that. I really think they did, and I think they did a really good job showing how bad off the community was after the battle, and even before the battle, they weren't really prepared for it, you know what I mean? And the battle was really well, shown, and it was really well done. So that's why I'd say that this episode is honestly the best Walking Dead I've seen this year. And where I would put this one, genuinely, it's the best Walking Dead episode that I've seen, and I'm not even kidding when I say this. It's the best episode of Walking Dead I have seen since 104 of The Ones Who Live, which was the episode with Rick and Michonne in the apartment, complex and stuff like that, where they had that heart-to-heart episode. It's the best one since then, I would say, because 105 of Ones Who Live, it was good, but the Gabriel stuff didn't really go anywhere. And then 106 of The Ones Who Live, the finale. I mean, you guys know my thoughts on the finale of The Ones Who Live. It was really rushed, and it was just not executed properly. Season 2 of Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, it was an alright season, but I didn't have any, like, oh my god, that was so good, type episodes. So I wouldn't say any of those episodes reached that level for me. And then, Dead City, again, they came close with episode, 4 with Bruegel. That one was great. That one was a really entertaining one. But it didn't hit the severity of this one for me. This one just hit more than any other spinoff show we've seen since Ones Who Live, genuinely. This one felt just really exciting, really big, and it finally felt like I was watching some Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Not the love story or not the this and this, or not Negan pouting about this and this. It actually felt like a real Walking Dead episode, like a real legitimate episode of Walking Dead that you can go back on and say, oh shit, yeah, I remember that episode. That was a good one, you know what I mean? That's what this one did for me, genuinely. And I know it might sound extreme. Maybe some people say, oh, Dan, chill out. It wasn't that good. To me, it was. It was that good. I really did. I thought it was that good. So now I'm going to ask anybody that has any Q&A comments or questions, leave those down below, because we're going to do that over the next day or two here. We're going to do Q&As leading into episode 5, which looks good as well. So, I mean, hell, man, maybe this season is bringing me in, you know what I mean? Maybe it's bringing me back after all. I wasn't sure there for a few weeks. I was a little worried, but yeah, no, this was good. It's a really damn good episode, and it's my favorite one since, The Ones Who Live episode 4, I would say. So, that's pretty damn good, I mean, it shows you the quality of the stuff since then, but regardless, when there's an episode that's this good, I love to give it credit. That's why I'm doing this video. I love to give it credit because Walking Dead genuinely needs the W's right now, and I think they got one. They got a genuine 10 out of 10, like 10 out of 10 and then some from me. So, very good. Very impressed with them for sure. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button to notice any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies need a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.